This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we'll go to OPT. This is Elasticsearch which we have. And I'm not sure why Elasticsearch is getting disappeared all the time. Yesterday also it got disappeared.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, it's not getting disappeared. Actually, Elasticsearch I'm running with the Rajesh, right? So Rajesh, correct, no? Yeah, so I'm getting old, I guess, day by day. Started forgetting this stuff. Yep. So now I'm going to run the Elasticsearch and done. Now what I'm going to do is I'll become a root. So exit and sudo opt. Now I'm going to install the Kibana. So multiple times you have this already, so I'm not going to tell you more what is Kibana and all, rather than I'm going to show you. Okay, so what to do? So Kibana install DevOps, and here you can use this. Now I'm going to download this. These all are commands which we have. So okay, by the way, Java is not needed anymore, so directly I'll go and download this. And for this, and here it's being downloaded, so I'll just read in between Kibana prerequisite. So if Java is needed, 4.0, this is the 4, okay, not the latest one. So latest one, I want to check that do we have a Java or not. So installation configurations, I think there's no required because JDK they are inbuilt actually for the package. We'll check that. So Java is coming along with it, I think so, what I can recall. So yeah, that is all. Stop. So now I'm downloading this Java. So here, and I'll just move this one to the OPT because I want everything to be at OPT locations, so I should not forget. And tarball -jet xvf this. So all these commands you have in that tutorial which I have shown you, so you can run this. Don't worry about the commands, you know. So Kibana. Now done.
Yes,
Here,
you are going to cover Logstash in detail as well, like grok patterns and other things in Logstash.
if you have some specific questions, I can answer. But whatever it was required for ELK stack, it is covered.
Mhm.
So we are not deep diving completely only in Logstash or something because the full-fledged training is ELK complete. So Logstash, if you have some questions, definitely I can answer.
Okay, okay, because till now I have not practiced. Let me do that.
Yeah, so we just go through that recording I have shared with you. And if you have
Mhm.
questions anyways, I'll help you. Okay,
Okay, okay.
so now I am going to do this. Now just a second. So I think not required. So what I'm going to do right now is going to the bin directory, and here we have a Kibana. I'm going to start it. I want to see the error. I don't want to run in the background. So okay. Now they're saying should not be run as a root. So what I'm doing, allow root. So now the Kibana is accessible on 5.6 5607 or something, the port number. So which is the port number? I think just a second. It's not here in the document also. So I'm just checking. Are you able to see my screen, right? Yeah, because I'm feeling little hack in little hung state actually. So Kibana default port 5610. Okay. So I'll go for 192. Why this system is being slow actually? And let me see if I'm running another VM. No, I don't think so. So the IP address is 16.560. So let it come. Now I see that it is running localhost. Status has changed from green to ready, yellow to ready. So it should come. Now my system is hanging, so please be with me a little bit of time. It's not moving actually. So that is a stuff. Okay, now it's little become cool. So now there's no problem in this. So there's no Java requirement now. Older version of Kibana was required to have Java, but they have now inbuilt Java. So now you see that I'm hitting that port number. It's not accessible. Can you see my screen, all of you? Hello?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you need to do for this, just let me show you this. So I need to do, you know what? In order to access from outside, I need to kill this guy and do some changes in the configurations. Yeah. So CD, now it's working fine. So I'll do one thing because this system is behaving because of Kibana too much slow. So just I'll do one thing. I will do some changes. So at least my system will not be slow and rest of the session will not be spoiled. So I'll just go ahead and make it a little bit more memory. Still loading actually. Let me close all these slides now. Why is taking time? Okay, so 8 GB I have given. Now I'm going to run this. I have to start this Elastic one more time. So this console I'm using this time for root at Rajesh. Okay, Rajesh at the rate of 192.168.1.16. Rajesh 123, and here this I'll be using Rajesh here root Rajesh 123. So here Rajesh 123. I'm not getting password again, failed. Okay, let's log in as a root and then su Rajesh. That will be easier because I don't want to reset the password. Rajesh 123 su Rajesh and cd. Now go to Elasticsearch history and run this command. Should be okay. Now back to the Kibana, I need to do some changes so I can access on the IP address. What changes? So let me show you here. Go to the Kibana folder, go to here, config directory. Okay. Now open this file, which is a configuration file of Kibana. So any changes in the Kibana, if you want to make it, you have to make it here. So now what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to make it server host. You see that this line? So whatever is the host, it will be running, you'll be able to access that machine using this only. So localhost means localhost. Now IP address, which is 16. So I'm going to modify this. Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
192.168.1.116. Now, if you're running in the public, EC2 instance and all, you have to give the private IP address, not a public IP address. Okay. So that is a thing. So done. Now I'll go ahead and bin directory
So
and
by
start up.
default, it will take that local host, right?
By default, it will take the localhost. That's hard coded in the Kibana.yaml file. Okay.
Okay.
So now I can access it. Okay. I am assuming that all the firewall and stuff already have disabled it. Just wait for a few seconds. So now let's just wait for a few seconds. Should be ready. So now it's ready, right? So now what you are going to do, access this URL. Now, if I remember, the default username is admin only. It should be coming now. So, I think still is taking localhost. Why is that so? Let me check. I think, did I miss something? So go to exit opt Kibana and config and vi kibana.yaml and see what is the mistake I did, did you see that? Did you see that? So mistake what I did is I did not uncomment this line. Got it? All of you?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah. So clear the screen one more time, last time. So you can run it as a service also in a background also. It's up to you to do that. Done. Now let's access. Now see it's running on the private IP address. Now I should be able to access in few seconds. Loading time is little slow, so that's okay. Because anyways, I am not giving the too much of memory, So 8 GB is almost just for the demo, not for the work. But just wait for it. It's little slow. So just whenever remember that, not immediately come. You'll have to wait for it. So this is the ready. So through the log, I'm sure about it. And now what is the problem now? Systemctl stop firewall. I was assuming it stopped, but let me check. Disable firewall for tomorrow also. Done. Yeah. So now that was the firewall issues. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to access. So here, 100 geometry data. Now, do you want some sample data or you want to explore something your own? So you'll have some sample data also. And this is your
Rajesh,
Kibana.
can we ingest some data to Logstash and from Logstash? No, sorry, to Elasticsearch.
Elasticsearch. Yes, that's
Yeah.
the reason I run that. So the question
Mm,
is how to add the data. So these are the
mm,
sample data. You can add data,
mm,
and these are we are adding this data because Kibana is not only used for the Elasticsearch. It can be used for
mm,
multiple, things. But we'll do the adding the data from Elasticsearch also. So
mm,
added the sample data,
mm,
sample e-commerce order, sample flight data, some web
mm,
page logs also, just for the learning Kibana well. But I'm going to add the Elasticsearch data. How? So go to home, and here go to data source. So here, see here, look at this. Add sample data, upload data from the log files, and my system is still hanging, and use Elasticsearch data. So click on it. Now, what is the Elasticsearch? So by default, you know what? By default, it has taken the local host. Okay, local host, and that's the reason you might notice this has come Raju. Remember that Raju was yesterday. Now we will ask how come by default it has taken. So if you go to the config file of Kibana, that is designed for reading the local host. Okay, so they will by default they will reading the local host. So that's the reason they got it. So now if you want to do that manually,
So instead of localhost, if we give other IP, so it will take data from that IP, right?
yes. So for that, what you have to do, click on the data source here. So let me, this UI is little slow. Yeah, I was thinking why this is small. Okay, so now you go to the data source, which is which is go to logs, okay, and management also is the exploding the logs. Go to the management. Just a second. Oh, think little changes. Discover, stick monitoring. Where is the options? Shall I setting only here? Setting, and go to, hold on a second. I think I lost this UI somewhere. Not this. Hold on a second. Mhm. Should be here. Actually, it was there on home page. Suddenly it's got disappeared. Let me go to the home page. So this is the one. And now, uh, what you can do, add log data, and here you can add Elasticsearch. So actually, where is this shortcut? Home, add data. So actually, they were earlier. I think it was in setting button. So now you can see here, Elasticsearch log. Now here you can decide which log you wanted. So for that, uh, Elastic Cloud, self-managed, discover, and here, oh no, there is a problem. Just hold on. New. Just a second. Give me 2 seconds. That option I'm not able to locate from this, but alternative place, what you can do, for example, what I'm doing right now, alternative place, I am modifying this file, and like this, you also you can do that. So I'll just check that option in UI rather than searching for it. So what you can do is this line you can uncomment, and optional. Okay, this is optional means if you have access to Kibana. So what you can do, slash, comma, and like that you can add it. Okay, this is optional, but I'll find out what UI where it's got lost, because I've used multiple version of Kibana. So that is a thing. So like that you can add it multiple and get it done also. So this is the optional. Understood? All of you?
Okay. Okay. So, or as basically, you are giving another IP. What is that 145?
This is a different Elasticsearch. And after this adding, this is the step number
Mm-hmm.
1. Okay. So I'll find out through the UI also and tell you tomorrow, because it was available on the home page only, but I don't want to search right now. So step number 2, what you have to do, create a search pattern. This is the step number 2 you have to do. Okay. So create a search pattern. So how do we create a search pattern? So for this, go to the Kibana and I did not refresh actually. Something is happening. Okay, so go to the Kibana and go to the setting button. Management button. And management button, you have to here all this Elasticsearch, whatever you have, all the index you'll get it. So right now my focus is Raju. Raju is the one index. But in that, if I look at this, these are the this index which is not coming from what do you say, Elasticsearch. I loaded this index through the, you saw that in the home page, add sample data and all. Do you remember? So this index I loaded through the sample data. So this data you have in the Kibana itself. Now, if you go for the Raju, so you have to create a pattern. So uh, check this index at the index management and click on the index pattern. Okay, and here you have to create a pattern. So now I have not created any pattern. These patterns I got it from the previous only. So what to do? So now here I have to create a pattern. Now pattern, I will select anything with Raju. I want it, that one. That's all. So here you selected anything with Raju. This is the regular expression except, and the search results also has come next. Now anything you want to give the name of it. So time filter, field name, refresh, whatever that by search you want to search for it. Timestamp is a regular way to search. Some advanced options are also there. You can give the custom index pattern ID. So let's
So
say
that
this is Raju.
timestamp you are adding inside the document.
No. This is a basically how do you filter each line by
Mm-hmm.
using which particular field, first field, something like a
Mm-hmm.
primary field. So here we are
Mm-hmm.
selecting primary field is a timestamp. Or if you want, say, I don't want to use this time filter, so you can select this one also. But time field, most of the time, Elasticsearch, we go for the timestamp and then created index. You have to give the name if you want it. It's optional, Raju1 and created index. So after adding this one, first option, step number 1, this is the one, step number 2, second. After that, you have to go and explore, discover, basically we call it in Kibana. Discover using what? So using DSL or using KQL. Now, what is DSL? What is the DSL?
DSL queries.
DSL. We taught you in the Elasticsearch, right? Remember during the search and all. So that's what DSL queries. Um, um, did we cover this session, right? Elastic Search, DSL, DevOps. Go for my tutorials only. It will be easy for you because otherwise official documents, it is too much. So what's the DSL? Elasticsearch, DSL, and my system is DevOps. And here it is. So we have gone through this one, right? In the past session. Do you remember, or maybe we have not gone through this?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes.
Have we covered this one?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to, this is a DSL query. And now you have to, here in a KQL query also you need to learn. KQL query means Kibana query language. So yes, go ahead here. And now I did this. Just, there are so many options are there. Don't get lost in the options, because remember that Kibana is not only for Elasticsearch. It you can use for a lot of ways. Okay. So now after that you have to go discover. And here now where to discover. So now here you see that source pattern. So I named it Raju, Kibana, and these all I loaded. So I want to search for Raju. Now Raju, here I selected. Now no data is coming. Why? So you have to play with, understand that Raju has some lines, but it was not collected last 15 minutes, but it is collected, let's say, few days ago. So I just update it, and you see data has come. So this is the data. Remember that yesterday we Raju, we pushed this Logstash data through the Logstash, beats to Logstash to uh, Elasticsearch. Do you remember? Let me show you that. I forgot. Go to the beats section, OPT, beats, file bit, and pipeline, BI, file bit here. See here. See, this is the line. Correct now? Remember? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So the same data you are coming. Now this is the data you have to learn and do the understand. So here you have a KQL. Okay. So right now what you have is a DSL. If you want to migrate to KQL, off on C. Lucene means DSL. On KQL. Off DSL. On KQL. So this you have to learn properly and get good. Are you able to understand this? Hello? Now, this is the results. Now you have to find out how. So now we need to learn the search techniques. How can you learn run? So here KQL, if you search by the field, that KQL, we have one specific sessions on this. But right now, let's say I want to search for error string. I'm searching for string. Okay, and enter. Do you have error? There's no error. Do you have warning? There's no warning. I'll just remove everything and done. Do you have something like webmasters.html? Let me search for it in message. And this is the results you have. Look at this. So now search for this. What you want to search for it? So I think in the log discovery sessions, I did discuss what to search for it. So I'll show you that what to search for it to begin with. You can search for anything, but there should be some starting point, right? So starting point would be I'll just tell you. Starting point would be just a second. My system is little slow today. I'm not sure why. Are you able to see my screen, right? All of you? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because yeah. What to search for it? So this will, you will start as a learning exercise. So when you monitor the windows or machines or something, what to search? Or let's say some logs, what to search? Just a guidance. You should search. Someone has changed the password in the log. Someone has authorized login failures, new login events, malware detections, some firewall open and close port, DDoS attack, errors in network, file name changes, file integrity changes, and many more. So now you should know what to search, but I will teach you how to search. Are you understanding so far? How to search? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the way. Now you can search by the field also. You can, many things are there one by one. So now few things I'm going to talk about. under the management, and here you can create a new index also and reload that indexes also. So you know what, one thing which I am finding a little strange, and that with this version login is not there. Okay, just a second, let me check that why I'm having lots of differences. So Kibana version, which version I'm having? Let me check. I think we have 8.2. So probably I have installed the 7. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, so tomorrow we'll use the latest one. I'll keep it installed. So that way all these authentications and options you'll have it actually. So this is the management. Here, all the index management you can do through the Kibana. For example, managing the life cycle of index, when it should be, cleaned, deleted, all these things you are going to manage here. We'll go by one. Rolling jobs you can create here. You can create a class clustered applications also. This license is not there for it.
So, Rajesh, I just wanted to ask you one question. So, from Logstash, when we are ingesting data into Elasticsearch, okay, the first step in Kibana is to create a index pattern, right?
First step is add this Elasticsearch host. Okay, that's the
Okay.
first step. Okay. By the way, this why I'm getting lost, because this is a little outdated version. I'm by mistake install it, but yeah, tomorrow I'll get you the latest version. So all these things you
Okay.
can do through the UI. But yeah, you can do through the first step. You should add what you want to search, basically storage. Second thing, you create a search pattern. Third thing, start discovering. So when you go to discover, you can select what database you want to discover. So here, this is the database. I have a 4 database. Database means index here. 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index. Out of which this one is coming from Elasticsearch, and these all are stored in somewhere. I think these all are stored in. Yeah, either I have to check actually. So either it's a Kibana dashboard, Kibana database, which is a default is Postgre actually, or Elasticsearch. So I need to check where it's got loaded. Okay, and after that you have to search that the problem area using this, and you can also filter by index name. You can filter by different fields what you can see here, and also so on.
And when we are sending the data to Elasticsearch from Logstash, at that point of time, the data mapping is automatically happening, or how it is? Like there are so many fields under the Raju index. Okay, so what is the data type of that?
See, understand this way, which we have discussed actually last session also. From the beats, Logstash, and from the Logstash, Elasticsearch. Now, whatever the processing of the data you'll do, remember that there are so many types of beats we have. Let's say if you have a non-structured beat, non-structured data, then either you give a structure using beats or Logstash. One of the day. Yesterday I give a structure using Logstash, if you remember. So now, but the problem here is the beats, whatever we discuss, we talk about the file beats, we talk about the metric beat, we talk about the packet beat, we talk about the win log beat. All this is a structured data. That means beat itself will structure the data and create a right column for it, right field for it, and then send to the Logstash. If you want to process, do that and then send it to directly Elasticsearch. By the way, if you are using the process data directly, you can directly bypass the Logstash and you can send it to directly Elasticsearch.
Okay.
Getting my points?
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
that is it.
from Kibana, Kibana doesn't do any kind of data mapping.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Here, what you can do, you can basically transform it, okay, for your graphs and dashboard and alerting. But the real data which will come from the beats to Elasticsearch.
Okay. So okay, so Rajesh, can you go to the Kibana if I want to see the data type of these fields? Okay.
So here you are seeing Raju I selected, and
Hmm.
all the data type which you see here, these are the fields which you got it. Let me show
Okay.
you physically this file.
Hmm.
This file must be there in somewhere location. Here it is. This is the file which I loaded. It's a
Hmm.
structured file value. See here. So
Hmm.
this is the HTTP pattern. I mean HTTP code.
Hmm.
So see here. HTTP means web server code. So now
Okay.
here you see that all these fields.
Okay. No, no. Here we can see under this message. Okay. These are the fields, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, and these fields will have some, suppose whether it is a text or whether it is a integer. Okay.
No, no, it's all a text only. Where okay, this
Okay.
field. Okay, you're talking about this
Yeah.
field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so in this case, what you can do here, you can do the DSL. Here you can do the DSL. How can you do the
Hmm.
DSL? For example, let's say you want to. This is the one of the data which you have. Okay, and here is a source, and here
Hmm.
this is one field. 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 This is one field.
Hmm.
So all these are structured data only here. You see that
Hmm.
here. This is the host name, agent.
Hmm.
Okay, so now if you see that here, agent.hostname. So you can search here, you see that field automatically
Hmm.
added. Now you want to see that, you want to search for agent hostname. Let's say you want to
Hmm.
see this filter, add this into this. You want to add more little bit, let's say type also. So here you add the
Hmm.
type, all these file bit. So this is the field, all these are field. Message means entire uh, entire line, but that's
Okay.
converted into the field automatically by yeah, either beats or Logstash. Elasticsearch will not do much of this transformation. Getting my points?
So Rajesh, if you expand this, what is coming? Uh,
This
okay,
is the
JSON.
complete data. You are coming in the tabular format and JSON
Okay.
format. Okay.
Okay.
If you remember that, it's the same JSON format. Actually,
Hmm.
I was running DSL for it. If you remember the DSL's all this data used to get
Hmm.
it. But the sample data for my DSL was simple. But here it's a
Hmm.
pretty large.
Hmm.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay, so now what you have to do, primarily here in Kibana, you'll have a lots of option. So machine learnings will not go through this. APM will not go through this. SIM and all will not go through this. Dev tool, what you if you get used to this DSL query, go to the dev tool, and the dev tool you'll have here. Why this? Huh. See, this is the query. This is what I was teaching you from in the last session. This one. See here, match this. So you can, instead of using this one, directly you can run this command and you can get it done. So this is the DSL query you can run directly. And when you run, and you get the output. So earlier we were running on the command line. This command, curl. This is something like you can say curl. So multiple utilities are there. One by one, we'll
Hmm.
talk about it. But primarily, we'll look for the discover. We'll go into the visualizations dashboard, infrastructure and logs, and then finally some of the options in man. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions, guys?
So, Rajesh, is there any kind of assignment we can do? At least we can get a basic understanding of.
Assignment, if you want, I can send
Yeah.
you through the WhatsApp message. I have already
Okay.
created a lab. So if you search this one, multiple lab
Hmm.
I have already created. So these
Hmm.
all are lab only. You see that one lab,
Okay.
two lab,
Hmm.
three lab, four lab, five labs. So this is I showed you in the last demo.
Okay. No, no, not about DSL queries. Okay. Like what you did yesterday, like Logstash, Beats. Okay. from how to ingest data from bits to Logstash and Logstash to
Oh, that
Elasticsearch.
is like learning, trying and doing the learning. Step by step, if you want to do, then
Hmm.
this you follow this document
Okay.
and Kibana and bits for each and everything. See in the
Hmm.
video also, if you look at this, I have referenced
Hmm.
some documents. So check that out and then it will help.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So next sessions, what I will do, I will install the latest version because I feel that some of the features are missing, and I am feeling also a little lost. So
Hmm.
next version, the one which we will install it, we will have the same. Everything will be same except that uh, Kibana is hanging the system. Huh? So Kibana will be different, and there we'll talk about KQL. Primarily, few things I'll talk about it.
Hmm.
DSL I have discussed about it. KQL I have a one session. After that, how to have a dashboard, alerting, and KQL means searching. Okay, KQL means how to search, discover. So these are the things we'll talk about tomorrow, and
Hmm.
okay,
Okay.
okay, guys. See you tomorrow then. Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye.